Good afternoon. My name is Ben Kimball, and I'm presenting Unit 6 assignment for Community Risk Reduction for Fire and Emergency Services with Columbia Southern University. My community risk reduction project is working smoke detectors in every home. I volunteer with the Holmesville Fire Department, and we cover 45 square miles and provide protection to approximately 10,500 citizens with requests for services about 400 times per year. Our mission is to provide preventative education, fire, rescue, and emergency services with the utmost competence, safety, and professionalism while ensuring the well-being and preparedness of all of our members. While working on this community risk reduction project, I have determined that working smoke detectors in every home is one of the highest priorities for our community. We've been working to gather data from our emergency incident reporting and also based off of requests from the American Red Cross, their community outreach for smoke detectors within the home. So far, we have worked with the American Red Cross, Kidda Fire Safety, the Home Depot, and WNEP TV, a local ABC affiliate, to hand out smoke detectors and update current detectors within the homes so that they are within the 10-year lifespan. While working on obtaining our data, we use our department incident reports, which provides demographics for occupancy types, occupancy load, also demographics as to time of day and locations within the community. We also field requests from other agencies within the community, such as the American Red Cross, as I just briefly mentioned. Also other health, safety, and wellness type organizations, such as the Area Agency on Aging for our community senior citizens, also the Children and Youth Services for foster homes, and also any other at-risk homes within our community. We also gather information during our post-incident walkthroughs and investigations from fires. Based off of the NFPA statistics, 3 out of every 5 fire deaths occur within homes that do not have currently working or no smoke detectors at all. The average of 75% of these fires had smoke detectors installed, and of those, 53% of the time, the fires were large enough for smoke detector activation. Based off of our community that we serve, there are 51% of the population live in rented properties. Of those, 27.8% of those residents are below the national poverty level. Then there's also 60% of the seniors that live within our community are ranked to be under the national poverty level. Our greatest concerns for this program is tenants that do not have up-to-date or smoke detectors installed within their home, based off of fixed income or income restrictions, based off of the poverty levels. Most importantly, if there are detectors that are installed correctly, that they do have batteries that are serviceable, which would allow the detectors to activate. With this reduction program, we are looking to have sealed 10-year detectors installed in homes so that battery replacement will not be a concern. Based off of the national averages that I just provided, in 2019, the Holmesville Fire Department saw 22 building fires. If we're assuming that all of these fires were residential, 17 of which would have had smoke detectors installed in the home. And of those 22 fires, 12 of which would have had smoke detectors that would have activated to alert the residents. There was only one fire death reported in 2019, and that was in a hunting stand which would not have had a smoke detector present. In the area that we service, there are some statistics of calls that have stood out, which prove as to why this community risk reduction project is of such importance. There was a multi-fatality fire in 2016 within the borough of Honesdale, within a half a mile of two of our fire stations, where 2 adults and 3 children succumbed to their injuries. And there were smoke detectors present within the home, but they were all non-working with dead batteries placed. In 2014, there was a local man who died of carbon monoxide poisoning. He was found in his home deceased after suppression had concluded, and there were no smoke detectors found within his home. And in 2011, there was a female who died in her 3rd floor apartment in a neighboring jurisdiction, and neighbors were alerted to evacuate that building only due to a passerby. There was not any smoke detector activation for that fire either. On a positive note, we did have a local boy in 2008 who lived in the borough of Honesdale. He did wake his mother after being awoken by their smoke detectors based on a fire that was occurring within his home. They were all able to safely evacuate, and the fire was kept to minimal damage. Some local stakeholders and shareholders in this program that we've utilized prior and that we'll continue to work with is our local ABC affiliate, WNEP, with their Operation Save a Life. They, along with Home Depot, have partnered with Kidda Fire Safety, and they hand out smoke detectors. To date, Kidda has donated over 1.2 million smoke detectors nationwide for other risk reduction programs such as ours. Every year, the Honesdale Fire Department receives roughly 50 smoke detectors that are donated by Kidda and WNEP. And we usually distribute those to families in need during Fire Prevention Week, and also at our community firehouse open houses that are also held in conjunction with Fire Prevention Week activities. We also partner with the American Red Cross and have held in the past community safety days, where the American Red Cross and the Honesdale Fire Department will put on a brief presentation at one of our fire stations, and then at the conclusion of that presentation, community volunteers and fire department members will go out into the community and install correctly and adequate smoke detectors within residents' homes. We're going to continue to work on this community risk reduction program in the coming months with Fire Prevention Week coming up. And then also this is going to continue, as far as I can see, to lower the chances of any injuries or death based on home fires. Again, we're working to stress the importance of having smoke detectors within your home, keeping them maintained appropriately, testing them monthly, and replacing them at their 10-year end of life. I'd like to thank you for viewing this video today, and I hope that you find it informative.